Now, when you think of the stereotypical bodybuilding workout split, the bro split's probably the first thing that comes to mind. Chest day, back day, shoulder day, arm day, and maybe legs if we're hitting legs. In fact, you just might be running this bro split yourself. So let me tell you why I think that split is overrated when it comes to building muscle and what you should be doing instead. So first, I'm going to explain on what the bro split actually is. Second, I'm going to go over 5 key factors on what to think about when creating an optimized workout split for the week. And then third, I'm going to rank the bro split on those 5 factors. So the bro split is a workout split where you're typically training 1, maybe 2 muscle groups a day over the course of 5 days. So then at the end of the week, you trained every single muscle group. Now, the classic bro split would probably look something like this. Day 1, chest day. Day 2, back day. Day 3, shoulder day. Day 4, arm day. Day 5, legs. Now that we understand what the bro split is, let's get into the 5 factors to think about when creating an optimized workout split. Number 1, and probably arguably the most important one of all, making sure that your workout split fits your schedule. I know it might seem kind of obvious, but a workout split and a workout plan is only good if you're going to be able to get to the gym and get your workouts in continuously on a weekly basis for an extended period of time. Because the most important number 2 key factor is that you're making sure that you're getting enough volume to those muscle groups every single week. Now, a good rule of thumb is 8 sets per muscle group each week. Now, for optimal muscle building, it's kind of a wide range. It's anywhere from 8 to 20 sets per muscle group that you're hitting every single week. So just making sure you fall somewhere in that range of 8 to 20 working sets per muscle group each week. Now, that's going to lead me into factor number 3, which is going to be training each muscle group at least twice a week. Now, that might seem kind of obvious. The more times a week that you stimulate that muscle, it's most likely going to lead to more hypertrophy over time. And arguably, I would even say training each muscle 3 times a week is going to be better than training twice a week. But then that's going to raise other factors to think about, like fatigue, soreness, all that kind of stuff, and making sure that you're giving your body enough time to recover. Now, that's going to lead me into factor number 4. Factor number 4 is an optimized workout routine should be minimizing your fatigue level. You want to minimize that fatigue level so that you can perform at your best over a period of time so that you can get the most gains. The number 1 factor of muscle fatigue is going to be muscle soreness. Ideally, the next time that you train the muscle after you've hit it, so let's say that you're hitting chest, the next time that you train chest, your chest should not be sore. You want to make sure that you're not running into any sort of muscle soreness the next time that you're training that muscle, or technically you could be limiting your gains because you're not going to be able to train that muscle as hard if you're still fatigued from the last workout. Now, not all signs of muscle fatigue are going to be obvious. Another one is going to be if you're not progressing the weight up on your lifts over a period of time, then your muscles might not be recovering, or you might still be fatigued when you are training those said muscles. So if that sounds like you, then we might need to reevaluate the workout split that you're currently doing. Now, the 5th and final factor of an optimized workout routine is that you're training at a high intensity. You want to make sure that when you're training that muscle, you're training at a high intensity. You want to be taking that muscle to the natural point of exhaustion throughout that workout to make sure that we're stimulating the most muscle fibers. Now, training at a high intensity over a long period of time is not only going to build up that muscular endurance, but it's also going to build up that progressive overload and that strength over time, which is going to lead to more tissue growth. So you want to make sure that you're consistently able to train at a high intensity every single workout. Now that we understand what goes into an optimized workout program, let's rate the bro split off of those 5 key factors that we just went over. So ranking it up against that first factor, which is going to be making sure that it fits your schedule, the bro split requires you to go to the gym 5 days a week in order to hit all the muscle groups once. So that's barring that you have a perfect week and you're able to make it to the gym every single day that you're planning to go work out. So with that, say that you fall under the weather, say that something comes up with work, there's a lot of limiting factors that might prevent you from coming to the gym. I'm going to rate the bro split on this one for the first factor, a D. Now, ranking the bro split off of the second factor, which is going to be making sure that you're able to hit 8 working sets per muscle group each week. With the bro split, you are able to do this. Now, I know that you're hitting each muscle group once a week, so it's kind of dependent upon you getting to the gym and hitting all 8 working sets on those days. You are able to fulfill this requirement. So although it's not ideal, I'm going to give this one a B-level ranking on the second factor, which is going to be making sure that you're getting 8 working sets per muscle group minimum each week. Now, let's talk about factor number 3, which is going to be making sure that you're training each muscle group at least twice a week. The bro split does not allow that. While it's breaking each individual muscle group down to a singular day, maybe training 2 muscles a day, you're not able to train every muscle group twice a week, which is going to result in this going to be another D as well. Now, getting into factor number 4, which is going to be minimizing fatigue. At first glance with the bro split, you might be thinking, okay, if I'm individually training each muscle group only once a week, then I should be good, right? But what you have to take into account is going to be the overlap. So let's say that your split is broken up over 5 days and you train arms before you train shoulders or chest. Now, after blasting your biceps and your triceps, now in those pushing movements, training either shoulders or arms the next day, there's going to be an extreme muscle fatigue on those secondary muscles that you're working through those pushing movements. So you're not going to be able to lift as heavy, push as strong, do as many reps, and you're going to be limiting your gains. So to rate minimizing fatigue on the bro split, I'm going to give this a C rating. Now that's going to lead me into the 5th and final factor. And I know we covered it a little bit in factor number 4, but with the 5th factor being making sure that you're consistently training at a high intensity. Now we'll use the same example that we used on factor number 4. Let's say that you did a high intensity, high volume arm workout, a bicep and tricep workout the day before you did a chest or a shoulder workout. There's going to be some sort of muscle fatigue, soreness, a little overlap that's going to be limiting your ability to train at a high intensity for that push workout, whether that's shoulders or chest, because your triceps are going to be fatigued. Now, due to that, we're going to be giving factor number 5 on the bro split a C rating. After seeing how the bro split stacks up against those 5 factors, we can kind of see that it doesn't really do any of them well. In fact, it's really not that good for any of those 5 factors. Now, can you get bigger on the bro split? Can you build muscle on the bro split? Yes, but is it going to be the most optimal if you're looking to build the most muscle? The answer is no. Now, if you're currently hitting the bro split, I would recommend switching into, I know it sounds corny, but maybe the traditional push-pull legs, where you're able to hit everything twice a week at least, or doing some sort of Arnold split where you're doing chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, or any sort of customized split where you're able to train at a high intensity and you're able to hit both of those muscle groups at least twice a week. Drop a comment and let me know down below what kind of split you guys are hitting. If you're hitting the bro split currently, if you're doing any sort of other customized 3-day split where you're hitting everything twice a week, let me know down below. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the community. As you guys know, new videos every Sunday and every Thursday.